This dash, I wanted to go to the later model dash. This one was pretty dang clean. You know, it's got a little crack here, a little one there, and then just a little separation around these vents. But other than that, this dash is in really good condition. I'd like to be able to get rid of that Coupe GT emblem there and put in a maybe a 3D printed one that says UR Quattro. I think that'd be kind of a cool little addition. So we've been starting to pile in parts. We've got the digital cluster that was going to be going in there. Got to test this and find out if it actually powers up and everything works. If not, I have a guy that has 2 more of these, so we'll be able to swap some parts back and forth. He says he's willing to sell. We're going to be getting rid of the 034 standalone system. Try to sell that to somebody else because I decided not to use that. Got the brake booster out of the Coupe GT. We're going to replace the brake setup that's in the UR Quattro that is inefficient. And then been starting to work a little bit on the body panels that were rusted. So this section, there's a section here under this fender we cut out of another coupe, and we'll cut that and weld that into place. Have another one for this side. You can see that hole right there. We've got nice good solid metal to be able to replace it with. This is just rust from the fender. And we're going to take a flap disc to get that all cleaned off and gone. So it's coming along. Got all the parts off the Coupe GT that were in good condition. Our shipment of stuff from Highland Quattro. New windshield, well, it's not new, but a windshield seal that's in good condition, just has a little bit of epoxy around. I don't know why they did that, but bumper, reflector, interior pieces, those speaker vents we need to take and sandblast those and then re-powder coat them. That Coupe GT lower coming along. Okay, we're back at the UR Quattro project. Pulled a bunch of parts from the Coupe GT the past couple days and are gonna get going on the UR Quattro. We've got a brake booster off the Coupe GT, and we're gonna replace the UR's brake setup. I've heard that they're the same length shaft from the booster to the pedal, but just wanted to double check that and make sure. So set them up here next to each other. Should be about 11 inches. It's like 11 on the money. And $11 on the money. So it is. What I'm wanting to do is get this all fitted in there. We're gonna try to get the engine, everything put back in place, everything mocked up, and then we're gonna have to pull everything back apart and just clean it all up, make sure it's all done nice. But there's no sense in going through and cleaning up the engine bay and repainting everything and then fitting stuff, scratching everything up, putting it back together, and then having to do it again. So I want to just fit everything first and then go back and make sure that it's all good, and then we'll pull it out, which sucks, but they say, what, measure twice, cut once. The same thing goes for working on an engine bay. Well, it's getting late, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. I did get the brake booster in there, clean the engine bay just a little, try to get a bunch of grease off and see if there's anything that we need to fix. But brake booster's in, fits. Had to bend the AC line just a little bit in order to clear it. So once we get the subframe, trans, and engine in here, we'll be able to see how much room we really have. But starting to get there. I think that was the last thing I really needed to do before we put the engine transmission in. So we'll be doing that next. See you tomorrow.